Good morning, everybody. I just want to welcome you to our second social studies lesson. This morning is going to be a very quick video because we're really just kind of re-talking about what we talked about last week and then just adding a little bit to it. Okay, so this week you had the Elementary Insider to read, and I'm just going to summarize this for you guys. I think it's very easy to understand. Excuse me. So we know that um, obviously when we have an economy and when we have a country, there are things that the people need to buy and there are things that the people need to sell. Okay, so there are things that we make in America that we sell to other countries. And those would be called exports, okay? Because we are making them here in the United States and we are sending them other places, okay? So then, say what we buy from China, or we might buy from Taiwan, or we might buy from Mexico or Europe or anywhere like that. Those are called imports because we are buying them from other places. So let me think of a quick export that we make here in America that we send somewhere else. So I'm sure some of your parents probably have a Ford vehicle. It's either a Ford truck, maybe a Ford Expedition, a Ford Focus, a Ford Escape, something like that. Okay, a Ford vehicle is made in America. All right, so if someone or other countries want to buy Ford vehicles, guess what? They have to buy them from America. So then they will ship them to that country, okay? And that will be an export from America. All right. Now, something that Americans buy from other countries, let's see. Actually, most of our clothing, if you look on our clothing, it might say made in Indonesia, made in China, made in Taiwan. Um, what else? A lot of our goods actually, maybe plates and cups and forks and things like a lot of common things are made in China. Most of the time you can always look on a product, whether it be on the box or on the actual product itself, and see where it was made, and it will let you know. All right, so let's scroll down just a little bit. Now let's talk about supply and demand. Let's read what's right here. Have you ever gone to a store to get a snack or toy and they are all gone or sold out? If something is sold out, that means the store didn't supply or make available enough of that item. It could also mean that customers like the item so much that they bought a lot of it, or there is a high demand for it. In a perfect world, a store will only supply as much as customers demand that item. All right. Think about, okay, obviously we're out of school right now because of the coronavirus pandemic, okay, that situation. And when people get scared, they tend to buy things, okay? Just like if James Spann on the weather tells us that we're going to have some snow, most of the time if you go to the bread or the milk, it's going to be gone. So that meant that demand went up and there wasn't enough supply to meet that demand. So take just a second and think about what have you heard or what have you seen if you went to the store that we are out of right now? Think about that. Hmm. Well, I heard and I have seen that when I go to Walmart or I go to Dollar General, they are completely out of toilet paper. I know that seems silly and I know that seems crazy, but people have been buying up toilet paper like crazy. I guess they don't think they'll have enough and they might have to use a leaf. I don't know. But they have been buying toilet paper. So that means that the demand for toilet paper has went up and the supply, they can't get enough in stores to meet that demand. So that means that the supply is down. So most of the time, when we return to our regular lives and what we had before, if you need toilet paper, there's always toilet paper there. If you need paper towels, there's always paper towels there. Okay. But right now, because of maybe the fear of coronavirus or the panic, it has changed to where the supply, the people who make the toilet paper, Charmin and Angel Soft, Quilted Northern, things like that, they can't meet the supply because the demand is so crazy. People are buying it before it can even hit the shelves. As soon as the truck gets there, people are lined up to buy it. Okay, so that means that the demand is up and the supply is down right now. But eventually it will go back to about equal, where demand and supply are in regular use. Now, let's say that I'm a business and my product is just sitting on shelves. Okay, let's say that I make garbage bags. Okay, and my garbage bags are just sitting on the shelf. Everybody is buying the Hefty brand of garbage bags or the Glad bag of garbage bags. They're not buying Mr. Perry's garbage bags. Okay, so that means that demand is down for my item and supply is up. Okay, because I have product, I have those garbage bags ready for people to buy, but they're just not buying them. So that means that the demand is low. So what businesses want to do is have a good balance between the supply and the demand. So that way that they're selling product and they can still make the product. Okay, so they want demand to be up and they also want their supply to be up. Okay, all right. So of course you read through this, you read through your vocabulary, and what I really wanted you to take away from this was supply, demand, and import and export. Okay. All right, then you came down and you answered these 4 questions. And now let's go through these import or export. Okay. Number 1, helicopters are made by a company in the United States. A company in Germany bought them. All right, so that's kind of like what I was talking about with the Ford trucks. Okay. Ford trucks are made in the United States and a company in Germany bought them. So it would be the same thing. Helicopters are made by a company in the United States. A company in Germany bought them. Would that be an import or an export? That would be an export from the United States. Okay. Number 2, a farmer in Mexico sold 100 pounds of avocados to a grocery store in California. So the avocados are coming from Mexico, and then they are being sent and bought in California. Would that be an import or an export? That would be an import, because we are importing those avocados from Mexico. Okay? I'm going to do number 3, and then I want you to do the rest on your own. Cell phone parts are made in a factory in China. They are bought by a company in the United States. So the parts of the phone that are made up and sent to the United States, is that an import or an export? That would be an import, because we are importing, we are buying from China those parts of the cell phone. Okay, so I want you to do the rest on your own. Look through those and just circle import or export as you go through there. Okay, when you finish your, let me record back up. When you finish your connections and text, all these questions, it's just 4. Okay, when you finish those, and then you finish your import or export sheet, you can either scan it, have your parents scan it, or send me a picture of it. Okay, either in Messenger or on my email, Brendan, BRENDEN .perry@sccboe.org. I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you later on for our read aloud. Like I said, this is a super simple, easy lesson, and we will check on with you guys later on. Bye, guys.